Hey, we're the Black Dahlia Murder.
And you are chilling with the age of metal, dude.
Hi, this is Jackie with the Age of Metal, and here we are at the Niall Theater out in Mesa, Arizona, and I'm here with none other than Ryan and Trevor from the Black Dahlia Murder. How are you guys?
Pretty good. Hanging out.
Very good.
So, how's the tour going so far?
It's been awesome. I mean, we're about 12 days into it, so it's still kind of the beginning, but I think everybody's getting into full swing here, and I don't know, it's a cool tour. It's something we've wanted to do for a while, was get a band like Niall, you know, like legends of death metal. It's cool. And bringing Hour of Penance over for the first time from Italy, and they've had a good buzz for a while, you know, so it's cool to do that. And of course, Skeleton Witch.
Yeah. Toured a lot with those guys. Yeah. It's been a lot of packed shows, a few sold out shows. It's been good times.
Some hot shows,
Yep.
Some sweaty shows. Sometimes the hot shows are the sweaty shows. You know what I mean? What else? Yeah, I don't know. It's been awesome. I look forward to the rest of it. And tonight should be cool too. Except no one can drink, so that frightens me.
Yeah, this venue, there's no alcohol sold.
Yeah, that frightens me a little bit, because when I go to a show, I don't want to wig out unless I had proper lubrication.
So, back in '05, you guys actually did tour with Niall. It was the Niall, Behemoth, and King Diamond show. I saw you guys out in Hollywood. How crazy is it to think now you're headlining this tour and Niall's one of the opening bands for you?
It's awesome. I mean, it's an awesome compliment, you know. It just, a lot's happened since then, you know. Been very busy. If anything, it's an indication that, you know, we've been working really hard and that things are definitely on the up, you know, so it's very, very cool. And, yeah, you know, I wouldn't have imagined it back then, because it seemed like we were so young, you know, when we were touring with them then, like we were just kids, but now, I don't know, we've been at this for a while. We got really good players now, like Ryan here, and I don't know, we're ready to play with Niall again, but it's cool, very cool.
Yeah, it's really kick-ass. So Ritual's been out almost about a year now. It's different from your other albums. It's really great, though. Would you say it took a little bit more time to write and record this album?
Yeah, definitely. It took a little bit more elbow grease, and I think that you can tell that it's a different record, you know what I mean? Different instruments woven into the fabrics, you know, samples, you know, and then the whole artwork and the theme kind of working together in that black magic way. It just took more time, more thought, you know, a lot more planning in advance, because I mean, once you start doing the theme, you can't go back on it, you know what I mean? Once it all has to work together, and you know, and I think that the guys had the theme in mind when they were writing the music themselves, you know, and that was kind of a different approach than something we'd done before. So what do you think, dude?
Yeah, well, we took a good bit of time to write it, so that gave time for us to expand on ideas a little more, and yeah, I think it was more of a collaborative approach this time between me and Brian, another guitar player, and yeah, I think that was the main difference on this one. More time to do stuff and two dudes writing, whereas, you know, most of the other albums are just written by one guy. It was like this one was written by like pretty much two guys. So
right on.
Yeah.
So the video for Moonlight Equilibrium has been out a little while now. It's really funny and really grim. Do you guys have any other songs you want to do music videos for?
I mean, I'm sure there's other songs we'd like to do videos for. It's just, you know, I don't know if this is gonna happen or not. I mean,
I think there'll be another one.
Yeah.
I don't know which one. I mean, we all have our favorites, I think. I like Carbonized, but I think it might be too obscene. Well, I guess it's not really going to get played on video shows anyway anymore. It's pretty much videos are just made to put on YouTube, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think in a way that's kind of cool because, the songs can be as long as you want that you make a video out of. It doesn't have to be 3 minutes like the format they used for the video shows, and like, you don't have to censor your blood and guts and stuff like that. It's cool. It turned out to be cool for this one we just did, so.
All right. So, what was the first cassette tape or CD you've ever purchased?
My first CD was Pearl Jam Versus. I remember that. And Megadeth was up there. One of the first things I got to was Countdown to Extinction. And Stone Temple Pilots, that was up there. Core. What about you, dude?
The first tape was probably, like Bon Jovi's "Keep the Faith." Keep the faith. Yeah, and
I didn't buy that tape though, so I didn't think of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the first CD was the first CD I bought was actually like as some kind of Billy Joel single. And that something like that.
I go walking in my sleep.
And the first full-length CD I ever bought, I don't even know. I have no idea, honestly. I have no idea.
Buying cassette singles. God, you were an idiot if you bought cassette singles. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, they were such a fucking chip, man. Remember, I used to have this Megadeth. My dad was like, "You sure you don't want to just save a couple more dollars and get the whole damn thing next week?" And I was like, "No." So there you have it. You end up with the Symphony of Destruction single. It has a live B-side, which is cool, but you paid like $10 for it or something like that. A cassette single. Ouch. Ouch.
So, what would you say your funniest moment on stage has ever been?
I don't know. There's been a lot of falling down and stuff like that. It's been a few times where I got stuck. Like I was, trying to stand on top of the monitor or something and like fell. And I was stuck like I was riding a horse. Mm-hmm. Like this, like one, down in the barrier, one leg down there. And I was like, can't get up and like singing there and like falling like this where my legs just went over my head, like from a cartoon. Like, I don't know. There's been people crowd surfed in wheelchairs recently. Yeah, up onto the stage. That was awesome. What else happened, man? Think of anything?
There's like a million things I know that happened, but I can't think of one of them. I don't know. Nothing really funny's happened to me on stage yet. I'm sure the day will come when it does, though. I'm just drawing a blank. I don't know. Like I said, I'm sure there's like a million things, and I'll be able to think of every single one after we do this interview.
Probably that's the way it goes, right?
High pressure situation here.
So, being out on the road, driving state to state, I can imagine it can get really, really boring. What do you guys do to keep yourselves entertained?
Lots of weed for me and Brian. Video games. Listen to a lot of music too. We usually hang out a lot. I mean, we're pretty good friends, so we usually just hang out and laugh, and it's really awesome being in a bus, not in the van, which we are sometimes too. And if you really want to, you can go back to sleep. That's cool, You can't always do that. So I don't know. This dude plays guitar about 30 hours a day.
Yeah, I just play a lot of guitar. Tours are like constant, just time guitar practice, I guess. Play guitar, play video games, drink beer. Pretty normal stuff.
Nice. All right, so please tell me there is a new DVD in the works. The Majesty DVD is freaking hilarious. The things you guys did and said were awesome, and it really gave a chance for the fans to kind of get to know you on a more little personal level.
Wow.
So is there Any plans for that?
Nothing set in stone, but I mean, we obviously have to do one. I mean, we need the world to see Ryan Knight, shine after hours. And, just the success of it. We would be foolish to not do another one. People have gone crazy for that thing, man. People still come up to me and say stuff from it, and it's like a few years old now, and I think that was a huge turning point in the band, was giving people that insight into what, the touring experience is like and what we were like, and, just kind of our outlook on things, too. After that point, it just got even crazier as far as fans, you know what I mean? Like, they knew us after that, so it was different. It was so... I'm just trying to get it at it. I mean, it would be incredibly dumb if we didn't do it again. And honestly, putting it together was very, very rushed, and it was really on a tight time frame. So if we had like a little bit more time to edit and do stuff like that, I think it could be even better this time around.
But the end result was freaking hilarious, and you can just quote it for days and days. So.
Right on. I mean, it's pretty much just the result of us trying to entertain each other, you know what I mean? Just saying dumb things, and I don't know, like I said, we're all really close friends, and so definitely have a kind of weird sense of humor together, and it was cool, definitely a cool thing to show the kids, and it worked, it was awesome, so glad we did it.
Right on. Is there anywhere you guys haven't played and would like to?
There's still a lot. China, be crazy to go to South Africa or something like that. Where do you want to go, Nate?
Man, you just said, I was going to say
China,
South Africa and China, yeah.
I want to go to the Star Wars bar in Tunisia.
Yeah.
That's where they shot the cantina scene in the old Star Wars, and it's still there. You can go and get a drink there. That sounds awesome. Can you imagine if you worked as an extra in the Star Wars bar?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're an alien, that was your job to hang out, listen to this weird, I hope they have the old music in there. If they they changed the music when he was one of his different edits of the movie. Bullshit. Can't do that.
Alaska, that'd be cool too.
Oh yeah, dude, we flaked out on Alaska one time. That sucked. We kind of had to though. Brian had some kind of ear infection, and he went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, "You cannot get on the plane tomorrow. Your eardrum will explode."
Oh my.
So he had to cancel, and that's not something we like to do. Pretty much, we have the kind of agreement where you're gonna play the show if you're coughing your lungs out. So an exploding eardrum is a pretty good reason.
Yeah. So what's next with the Black Dahlia Murder?
More shows, more tours. We have a Canadian thing coming up in the next while after this. Going back to Europe for some festivals in the summer. And we're just going to stay busy for the next year probably, supporting this record, and just I'm sure we'll be back in a few months as well. So everybody can get their fill of the BDM. But another record, of course, in the future. And I don't know, just keep doing it. Just doing the same thing we've always been doing, touring and playing and making more records.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today, and good luck with the rest of the tour.
Thank you.